Hello, viewers. Good morning, good afternoon, good evening, wherever you are, whatever part of the world you are. This is your host and host, Aijaz Qureshi, all the way from Toronto, Canada. I welcome you to today's show. This is a great show, and I have waited for long for this show to go on air. I am really thankful to my guest today. We're going to talk about what beauty pageant mean to a supermodel internationally, and we're going to talk about her passion, what she wants to do in life, and what humanitarian work she's doing. Her name is Crytal Favorito. She is a great person. She is studying medical. She's actually studying neurosciences, and she wants to be a surgeon, neurosurgeon, and she's a big supporter of mental health for teens and adults. So she's working on that day in, day out, and she loves serving people as a doctor and have fun modeling. So she's a great model. She has been recently crowned as Miss Teen Bharat USA, as you have noticed in the posters, and she has been crowned as Miss Teen India Georgia. And she loves to act in both, actually, the Bollywood and the Hollywood film industry, and she is also a trained Kathak dancer. Let's welcome our esteemed guest, Crytal Favorito. Crytal, welcome to the show.
Thank you, Mr. Qureshi. Salam alaikum to you and the audience.
Thank you so much. Walaikum assalam. Thank you so much for taking time out of your busy schedule. I know I'm not sure how it happened, but somehow we love the color of power, and that is red. And absolutely, the red is color of power. So before we head into the show, Crytal, let me take you back into your childhood. What is the first memory you recall as a 5, 6 years old girl running around the house? What do you recall?
I love dressing up in my mom's clothes, wearing her heels, and running through the house, playing with her jewelry, and wearing all her outfits.
Wow, that's cool. That's cool. That's great. So, what is the most memorable incident from that childhood that you recall, still recall?
I don't know what the most memorable incident is, but my entire childhood is full of my both of my parents supporting me, allowing me to explore new avenues, to develop and to try new things.
Awesome. That's great. That's great. So I know you are studying neurosciences and you want to become a doctor. We'll talk about that momentarily. But let's dig into your passion that you like to do is the becoming eventually Miss India, and we pray you become Miss World as well someday. How did that start? Who told you to do that, or did you grow that passion yourself, or somebody did actually tell you that, okay, Crytal, why don't you try this?
I I don't know where to begin, but I started pageantry when I was 14 years old. I
Awesome.
was taking a dance class, and my instructor told me that, the Khargaicho song, Ladki
Yes.
Ke Tipo.
Yeah. Yeah.
So he was teaching that song
Uh-huh.
to the girls to do in the pageant as the opening number.
Okay.
And I really wanted to learn the dance to this song. I loved that song at the
Awesome.
time. So he told me to enroll in the pageant so I could learn the dance. A lot of my friends were involved, so I thought I would just go and have fun.
Okay.
And then I ended up winning the pageant.
Wow, look at that. Look at that. That's nice. So that was at the age of 14. That's very nice. And then once you won that pageant, then you decided to continue doing that.
Yes, I just fell in love with pageantry after that. I loved the sisterhood that it formed, how close the women who were involved were, how talented and beautiful and intelligent they were.
Yes.
When
Yes.
I was competing in Miss Teen Bharat USA, one contestant, Chaitra Babu, said she had jewelry that would match my outfit very well, and she let me borrow it just to wear on the stage.
Really? Wow.
She sent
Wow.
it as a gift, a congratulations gift after I won my title.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness. That's really the sportsman spirit. I would say sports women spirit. That's really cool. Um, we have a comment here, Fawad Khalid, our friend. Um, he recently moved from Dubai to Karachi, Pakistan, and saying congratulations on winning Miss Beauty pageant. Thank you so much for your comment. Really appreciate it. So that's awesome. So how does that process look like to become a beauty pageant for those passionate girls who want to take part in any of those beauty pageants? How does that process look like, Crystal?
The process involves a lot more work than most people think. You have to practice your talent, hone your skills. I'm a Kathak dancer, so I would practice my Kathak every day, late into the night. I was doing my footwork and stomping, keeping my mom awake at night. You have to practice speaking in front of the audience because you have a question and answer round. You want to be
Absolutely.
poised and articulate.
Yeah,
And of course, you have to practice walking in heels so that way you can strut the stage and look very confident in your walk.
that's right. That's right. Now, did you do ever fashion modeling as well while you did this beauty pageant?
I did. I did a number of fashion shows in Atlanta, and I've walked in New York Fashion Show and
Really?
New York Fashion Week, and I've directed a show for them as well.
Oh, wow. Wow, that's amazing. Yeah, New York Fashion Week is something amazing. I have seen their work. They are really, really amazing people. So you took part in that, which is really awesome. Awesome. Great. How was that experience, though?
It was an incredible experience. I love the glamour and the glitz of New York Fashion Week.
Awesome. Awesome. Do you miss it in Georgia or where you live?
I do miss it at college sometimes. Studying neuroscience isn't always as glamorous and haute couture as pageantry and modeling.
Yeah, it is. It is. But you have your soft-hearted towards the people who really need you. Where did that come from? You're supporting the mental health and people affected, especially the teens affected. And these days we see a lot and lot mental health issues in teens, especially. It's a growing age. They have no direction or things like that, and they go on different tangent. Um, where did that come from? Why did you want to do that?
In high school, I worked closely with the National Alliance Against Mental Illness, and I felt like mental illness was such a hard thing for people to overcome. It's not a kind of illness that we completely understand. It's harder to diagnose, it's frequently misdiagnosed, and there's not a lot of support for people out there because of the stigma surrounding it. And because of that, I felt so passionately for the people who are diagnosed with mental illnesses, and I really wanted to help their cause.
So that's great. It's a great cause, and you want to become a neurosurgeon as well, helping those people even more closely. What do you think? What is missing in our mental health support system or related to mental health? What's going on? I see Alzheimer, I see dementia, I see people going insane more and more than in the past. What is going on? What is a contributing factor or factors, do you think?
The first contributing factor would be life expectancy, which is a very good thing. We're living longer, but because of that, our brains deteriorate more.
Yeah,
We see them in their end stages. And in today's corporate America and all throughout the world, we see so much more work life stress and emotional stress on people, and it takes a very huge toll. When people have
absolutely.
sedentary lifestyles and then they have all that stress and don't work out. It just is a very bad combo for creating these mutations that can cause mental illnesses and problems such as dementia and Alzheimer's.
Right. Do you think the food these days that we eat, especially the GMO, which is genetically modified food, is it a contributing factor, or could it be a contributing factor towards more mental health issues these days?
We still aren't sure, but right now we're leaning towards no. It's more that people need to eat more balanced diets and really have an active and healthy lifestyle, which is getting harder and harder to do.
Awesome, awesome. That's great. So, what year you are in medicine, and how many more years to go?
I am a first year as a neuroscience major, and I have many, many more years to go.
Awesome, awesome. That's great. So, are you doing something related to the mental health issues these days while you are studying? Have you started doing something?
Yes, I still work with the National Alliance on Mental Illness, and I've started working with children with Down syndrome or and autism in order to help them form better social interactions and how to better work with people.
Awesome, awesome. That's great. So, what are your plans when you become a neurosurgeon? You'll be becoming a neurosurgeon in a few years, and what is the number one goal in your life related to becoming a doctor?
I think everybody who wants to be a doctor really just wants to help people, and that is my number one goal to save and help as many lives as I can.
Awesome, that's great. So, coming back to your professional life, you said you are a Kathak dancer. At
Yes.
what age did you start learning that?
Well, I was enrolled in dance very early.
Very
When I
early?
was 3, I started doing ballet.
Oh, okay,
And then I shifted to tap dancing. And
okay.
then I shifted to jazz dancing.
Really?
And then I wanted to do more Indian dancing. And my mom put me in Bollywood. And finally, when I was 7 or 8 years old, I was enrolled in Kathak and I knew to stay there.
Okay, so you now love Kathak, and it's more of a classical dance. And um, what is the one most important thing that you like about Kathak that made you stay with Kathak?
Kathak is a very pure art form. It's about grace and poise and beauty. And in it's originally the art of storytelling, and because of that, it's such a unique and powerful form of dance.
Yes, it is. Yes, indeed it is. And you said you did tap dancing as well.
I
And
did for a while.
yeah, yeah, you didn't like that at all? Or
I did like it, but I knew it wasn't quite right for me.
it
When I
wasn't
went
right
to
for you?
Kathak, I knew that was
Wasn't
what I
right for you?
wanted to do.
Good, good. So you have the passion to get into movies. Where did that come from?
I think that everything just sort of falls into place like that. I
Okay.
like I like being on stage in pageants. I liked speaking and I love to dance. And because of that, I learned to like acting, which is a combination of expression and speaking.
Hmm. Awesome, awesome. So can I put you on a bad spot right now?
Okay.
And there is no pass or fail. So if I give you a topic to talk about 1 minute, just 1 minute on that topic, would you would
Okay.
you would you do that? Okay. So think you are in a beauty pageant and you have been asked this question that you're going to talk for 1 minute only, 60 seconds on the topic, which is poverty.
Poverty. Poverty is a very complex issue because its its cause is so many different factors from socioeconomic statuses of your parents, race and gender lines, when immigration patterns and how you ended up in this country. But so all of the methods to solve this issue are also equally complex. Poverty is a issue that needs to be addressed by our lawmakers, by our corporations, because of how interwoven it is, how fundamental it is to a capitalist society. And we need a very large effort in order to resolve this issue.
Awesome. That's great. Pass. Oh my goodness. Yes, you were right that you have to be trained to speak in public and spontaneously speaking on any and do they don't tell you in the beauty pageant competitions, they don't tell you what they will ask you to talk about, do they?
No, they don't tell you.
They don't, right? Yeah, so it happens just like that, right? That we did here. Awesome, awesome. Fawad Khalid is saying, can anyone win beauty contest with the plastic surgery? How do judges judge if it's a real face or modified? Because surgeries are very advanced these days. Oh my goodness. Where did this question come from, Khalid Bhai? All right, well, it's a valid question, right? So plastics, do you believe in it?
I do. I wouldn't choose it for myself, but
Okay.
I think that it's plastic surgery can mean different things for different people. It
Mm.
can mean it's modifying an aspect of yourself that you wish to change. It allows people to reconstruct themselves after having biopsies or removing tissue when they have breast cancer. It can mean facial reconstruction for burn victims or victims of accidents. So I definitely support plastic surgery.
Yeah, so
And
in that, on those, absolutely, Crystal, I would say definitely if somebody had breast cancer, that definitely is a way to go. If somebody had some accident or facial, uh, cuts going away, definitely. But people these days are really doing it for fun. I think lots of media or movie actresses and actors even they're doing it. Do you believe in it?
yeah, I think that plastic surgery should be available to people who without any issues as well. I
Okay.
think if you do want to change an aspect of yourself, you should be able to.
All right. So the question, coming back to the question, so can somebody win with those artificial plastic surgery done
Yes, people compete and win beauty pageants with plastic
by
surgery,
doing that?
but I wouldn't say that they're at an advantage or a disadvantage compared to people who.
Crystal, we are losing your voice here for some reason. I don't know what's going on, but we lost your voice here. Um,
Is that better?
a little better, yes, yes.
So people, women and men, compete in pageants very frequently after having plastic surgery, but I wouldn't say that they're at any advantage or disadvantage to people who compete without plastic
Oh,
surgery.
okay. So no advantage or disadvantage. Like
Yeah,
they don't take undue advantage just because they did the plastic surgery. They're now looking more beautiful or something like that.
yeah.
Awesome. Awesome. That's great. I'm not sure what's going on with the voice here, but we'll try to figure it out. All right. So, so you are still practicing your Kathak, right?
Yes, I am practicing Kathak.
So where you want to take it? Now you have been doing it for some time, and where do you want to take it? Okay, let me. I moved you back to the lobby, and you can, yeah, you can fix yourself, and then we'll bring you back. Yeah, no worries, no issues here. Sorry, viewers, we'll be right back with you with Crystal Favorito, and she's from Baltimore, and she's a great person. We are talking about her passion as a beauty pageant. She wants to become a neurosurgeon, and that's what she's studying right now. And I would request you to share this video so that people can learn from this discussion and this talk. And if you have any questions related to the topic, please do comment and question. and we will try to respond back to your questions. And we'll bring her back into the show as soon as we have our camera and frame adjusted, and we'll be right back with you. And I really thank you for joining this show, friends. Please do share if you care. Please do share. Thank you so much. You're watching the Aijaz Qureshi Show. I'm your host and host, Aijaz Qureshi, all the way from Toronto, Canada. We are just waiting for our guest to adjust the camera. Sometimes, these technological issues, they they happen, and we have to deal with it. It's not a studio setting; it's just completely live setting. All right, friends. Down in the States, by the way, happy Thanksgiving. If I missed that, I posted Thanksgiving post on my Facebook page. But happy Thanksgiving, folks down there in the U.S. You're celebrating, and all the blessings for you from my side, my entire team, and Canada. And enjoy your day. So we're just in the process of getting things ready. And all right, here we go. All right, we are back. Thank you so much. Sorry about the inconvenience. Sometimes these things happen, which are unavoidable. We can't really avoid them. Can you hear me on this device now?
Yes, it's a little bit quiet, but I can hear.
A little bit quiet. Okay, we can raise the volume if you like. Yeah, please do raise the volume, and then we'll. I hope you can hear me better. I'm just testing. All right, so let's do framing again, and we are all good. Yeah, a little bit less head space. Thank you. Yes, much better. Thank you so much. All right. So I'm not sure where we left. I think we were talking about Kathak dancing, and you said you're practicing. And I just I asked, I think, that where you want to take this Kathak dance further, like what is the nth degree?
The end goal really is just to be the best Kathak dancer that I can. I want to do my Arangetram next year, and I'm very excited about that. I just love the art form. I have a passion for it, and I want to keep training.
Awesome. Now keep training, and then do you get involved in any of the dancing competition as well?
I did dance competitively. I haven't done that so much in college. I'm more dancing for fun, for Diwali parties, and just for my own enjoyment.
Awesome, awesome. That's great. So let's talk a little bit of the family support to become a beauty pageant and become a model, a successful model. How much role the family has to play in becoming a successful model or a successful beauty pageant?
Family support means everything. My parents and my entire family is very supportive of me being in pageantry and modeling and dancing and wishing to pursue acting. My uncle married a Pakistani girl, also from Karachi.
Really?
Yes.
Awesome.
Veria. She is a very distinguished and accomplished hepatologist. And I just wanted to put this out there for all the beautiful Pakistani and intelligent Pakistani girls out there that My Dream Entertainment also hosts a Miss South Asia open to all Pakistani, Indian, Bangladeshi, South Asian girls to compete.
Awesome. Awesome. Miss South Asia. That's great. That's great. We have some sound issues again. I'm not sure what's going on, but we are losing the sound. So we have two options. Either we continue doing it like this, or we can move this device closer to you so that it can have a better voice coverage. I leave it to you, Crystal. You decide. Yeah, without losing the frame. Yes. Okay. All right. It's so we'll talk. So in terms of the mental health awareness, are you going to different places and talking about the mental health and those kind of things with the organization that you support?
Yes, I do advocate to destigmatize mental illness, and I organize events like awareness weeks in order to promote that goal.
Oh, that's great. Awareness Week, which is really, really important, and it's very helpful for people who are suffering. It's more, I think, the people around the people who are affected by the mental health issues. Unfortunately, my wife has Alzheimer and dementia, so I can exactly relate to that. And she was diagnosed in 2012. At that time, her 50% memory was gone, unfortunately. And these days, for past 3 years, she has been non-vocal, non-verbal, and she doesn't recognize anybody anymore, not even me, not her kids, and things like that. So this topic is really near and dear to my heart, and I'm glad that a person who will be becoming a neurosurgeon would really be helping the people who are affected by these diseases. And so I really feel for these people. What I was trying to say was that the more pain is felt by the people around that person who has the mental illness. It's not only that person who is in pain, but the people around, like we see in our family.
Yes, I think that's very true. When somebody is diagnosed with a mental illness, it has negative impacts on not just them, but their friends, their family, their entire community.
Exactly, exactly. That's great. So I'm glad that you're working on it and doing things for the people with mental health illnesses, especially the teen that we talked about earlier. So where did that Bollywood and Hollywood come from? Where did you get that inspiration, Crystal?
Well, my mom is Indian and my dad is uh, half American and half Spanish. So
Awesome.
through that fusion, I really fell in love with both Bollywood and Hollywood.
Great, great. So what are you doing in order to get into these two film industries, major film industries?
I'm continuing to pursue opportunities to enter in pageants and practice my dancing and speaking abilities. And I'm also attempting to enroll in music and dance classes at my sister school, the Peabody Institute.
Awesome, that's great. And do you go to these I-5 awards that happen, and do you do red carpets and things like that?
I do a little bit, yes. I go to award shows.
Awesome, awesome, that's great. Great. So we'll move on to our next segment, Crystal, which is, let me show you, and here it is, which is you and Q. So you and Q Qureshi. And so there are two segments to this segment, actually, those two sub-segments. One is two questions, and one is rapid fire. So I'm going to give you a word that you will respond back instantaneously without thinking twice.
Okay.
And it goes uncensored, so you can say whatever you like. All right. So let's start with the two multiple choice questions. One is that you have been selected as a heroine in a Pakistani film. All right. So it's a joint venture, and you are selected as a heroine.
Okay.
Um, which hero you're gonna pick from these five? I'm sure that you would have known these five people, and as we do know all the actors from India and Bollywood. Number one is Fawad Khan. Number two is Hamza Basi. Number three is Ahsan Khan. Number four is Imran Abbas. And number five is Faisal Qureshi.
I picked Qureshi.
You picked Faisal Qureshi. Great, great actor. Great actor. So you're heroine in the same film, And now you have to pick a side heroine who will be working with you. Again, five Pakistani actresses that you must be familiar, maybe familiar with them. Number one is Sanam Baloch. Number two is Mawra. Number three is Myra Khan. Number four is Saba Kamar. And number five is Mehwish Hayat Khan.
I pick Sana.
Okay, Sanam Baloch is so cute. She's so innocent. Thank you so much. Thank you. Awesome. So that was the question. Now we come to the rapid fire. Are you ready?
Okay.
All right. Home,
Atlanta.
Atlanta. Awesome. Tea,
Chai.
chai. uh, uh, should I do it in Hindi or I continue doing it in English? What do you think?
Either we can do English.
English is fine. Okay. Air,
Air.
Hava,
Fire.
fire. Okay. Horse, Ghoda,
Cat.
cat. Mountain, Pahad.
River.
Okay, sorry, there was a network glitch. Sorry about that. So the next word was mountain, Pahad.
River.
River, awesome. Next word is vada pav,
Pani Puri.
pani puri. That's good. That's good. Flower,
Full.
spoon,
Oh, full.
spoon, full,
Spoon.
spoonful, spoonful. Friend,
Amigo.
amigo, amigo. Good. Uh, neighbor, पड़ोसन जिसको कहते हैं पड़ोसन.
Houses.
Houses. Love,
Heart.
heart. Owl,
Hoot.
good. Donkey,
Shrek.
Shrek, yes. I love that donkey. Mother-in-law,
Soap opera.
soap opera. Oh my goodness, oh my goodness, oh my goodness. Never ends, eh? Nobody said that. Oh my goodness. You would like to expand on that? How did that word come from?
I was only thinking of like in all the soap operas how the mother-in-law and the daughter like
That,
quarrel.
oh yeah, yeah. These days, these soap operas. Oh my goodness, yes. Mother-in-laws and oh my goodness. So cruel and rude and all those kind of things. Yeah, that's right. But the mother-in-law itself could be a soap opera.
Yes, yes, definitely.
Oh my, that was funny. That was funny. Thank you so much. A soul.
Heart.
All right. That's good. Driver.
Car.
Car. Heart.
Life.
Life. Friendship.
Also life.
Leader.
President.
Black.
Dark.
Dark. And India.
Home.
That's nice. Thank you so much, Crystal. That was fun. I really had fun in this segment. Thank you so much for candid answers. I really appreciate it, and that's really great. Thank you so much. What is the final message about today's topic, Crystal? For those girls who want to get into the beauty pageant kind of thing, could be related to this topic, or you could give a message out about mental health as well, or both maybe.
I just want to encourage all of the young women out there to be well balanced individuals, and to those who want to participate in beauty pageants or who aren't sure whether or not they should participate in beauty pageants, to think of them as opportunities to improve themselves, to take every chance they can to
learn something new, to grow as a person, and to be the best self that they can be, serve others.
Awesome, awesome. Great message. Thank you so much, Crystal. On behalf of Dreams Television, the Aijaz Qureshi Show, myself, my entire team who helps me run this show, all the viewers who have watched it live, commented, or will be watching according to their time zones and commenting later on. Thank you so much for your time. I really enjoyed talking to you, and I wish you best of luck in your future career.
Thank you so much, Mr. Qureshi.
Thank you. All right, viewers, that was Crystal Favorito, who is a great person. We talked about beauty pageant, and we talked about her passion to become a humanitarian and helping teens with mental health issues and things like that in future. And she's doing that right now as well. Thank you so much for joining the show and for your comments. Please do share it on your walls and pages. I really appreciate it. Sharing is caring. Until next time, this is your host and host, Aijaz Qureshi, saying goodbye. Take care.